What's up, everybody? Anonymous Crypto Guy back here with another video. Before I begin, I just want to say none of this video is financial advice. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Um, Everybody that puts money in crypto is a degenerate, and we're all going to lose, right? So in this video, I'm going to try to focus on a few things, right? So I'm going to discuss where I think we're at right now in the market and like where I think we're going to go, and kind of just take a break from discussing other projects in this video and just focus on my overall mindset and outlook on the current market situation. I would also like to add that absolutely nobody on YouTube really knows what's going to happen, right? And nobody has a crystal ball. All of the videos that you're going to watch are all speculation, people's opinions, but I really wanted to make a video where I just gave my opinion because, you tend to watch a lot of these videos and people just ramble on for 25 minutes and all you get out of it is the price could go up or down, right? People are scared to make a clear prediction and stick to it because they're scared to be wrong. I'm not scared to be wrong. So, yeah. I'm just going to give you guys my straight up opinion and theory and what I think is going on with the market right now and where I think we're going to go from here. But again, I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. Yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So where I think we're currently at, right? So I think we're right here. This is a good term for this is a good opportunity for us to look back, right? Because the crypto market tends to follow cycles, right? That's why we're banking on a bull run being imminent, right? So prior to the 2020-2021 bull run, we were still kind of flatlined, in leading up into the summer and late summer, early fall, right? Which is kind of where we started to get good price movement and uptrend. Right? So, this is very similar to, where we're at now. If you kind of like take a look at our current, not that current. I mean, that's like down to the millisecond. We're kind of just like right here running sideways, right? Just like a little sideways, a little uptrend. So let's take a look back here, right? So what I think will happen, right? I think we will continue to run sideways. Is it possible we go back down, touch the 50s? Sure. Is it possible we go back down, touch the low 50s, maybe even high 40s? Sure. Is that bad? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to be in detrimental water, so to speak, until we hit 30s, right? When we go back down and hit some 30s, if that happens, then I don't think that a bull run will happen. But I think we'll just continue to run sideways and fluctuate maybe 10,000, maybe even upwards of 15,000, up, down, until we hit our next breakthrough, right? I think this cycle will be a little different than the past cycles. I think that this bull run will be little spurts and a slow uptrend, little spurts and then a slow uptrend, right? So in my opinion, again, this is just my opinion, I think there's too much money in the current space to have like super high price surges of 20, 30,000, in a period of just a couple days, right? I think this cycle will be like I said, more of like a casual price bursts here and there, but continue to run sideways on a slow uptrend. Remember this as well, that history in crypto has repeated itself for the last 4 cycles. So with that being said, this would be, in theory, this would be the longest bull run that we've had. So in a lot of terms, it has to be sustainable, right? It can't just be shoot up to 200,000 or $500,000, what all these crazy people are price projecting, and then just come shooting back down, right? We have, we're over a $2 trillion market cap. We've held there for a very long time. This isn't a $500 billion market cap market anymore, right? We have more money in Bitcoin in terms of overall market cap currently right now than we did before the last bull run, right? And that's something else to think about. Statistically, as it does get longer, it just has to be more sustainable, right? So, like, for example, I can remember like the 2017 bull run. It really didn't start until like I want to say like September, maybe early October, if I remember correctly. And it was kind of like over in the first week of January, right? So like that bull cycle moved real fast in terms of like I blinked and it was over. Like I didn't even know we were in a bull run until it was like essentially gone. It was like October, and I remember like Litecoin at like, I don't know, 20, $30, and then next thing I know, like 2 months later, it was like 300, 350 or something like that. And it lasted and last bull cycle essentially started 2020, and it lasted all the way to 2021, right? So like late 2020, but it kind of started to have its slow trend up peak right here, late fall, summer, and just kind of shot up, right? So this is kind of where I think I'm at, right? So considering this, we could expect this next bull run to last a lot longer statistically, which is something that I do think will happen, which is why I think that this bull run will be different than the last and all the other previous bull runs, and that I think that it'll be a lot of slow uptrend, small bursts, settle, small bursts, settle, small bursts, settle, which is pretty much currently what I think we're doing. I think we're going to consolidate for a little bit longer. Now, granted, could wake up tomorrow morning and Bitcoin's at $80,000 and I look stupid, right? But in that terms, it would come right back down to high 60s, low 70s, because that's a healthy consolidation point, right? So considering that, you have to like take into consideration like these outrageous price predictions of like Bitcoin. Some of these people are like saying like $250,000, $500,000. Now, do I think Bitcoin can hit that price projection? Yeah, but it's a tough ask in one bull cycle, which is why I don't think that it's going to happen, right? I think we'll see maybe 120, $130,000 Bitcoin. Could go a little bit higher, with the hype, but honestly, I don't see us going too much higher than like doubling from where we're currently at. If a bull run happens, which I do think it will. I think we're in the consolidation period where we're going to run sideways for a little bit. So here's my plan, and it's pretty simple. I'm going to invest in what I think will be big this bull cycle. So I've narrowed it down to 3 categories, and I've started putting more money into these 3 categories. I've not moved out of my current assets. I've not sold off any of my current assets. I have not taken profits. A lot of mine are long-term plays anyways, so as many of you know on this channel, right? So in my opinion, the top 3 are going to be AI, gaming, and DeFi, right? So I only invest in projects that are audited. I know and do research behind on the teams that are behind the projects, and they have to also be involved and active in the community. Do they have a Discord? Do they have a Telegram? Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, other social media platforms? Instagram would be great. Are they active? Are they answering questions in the community that the community has to ask? Are they involved? Right. So I'm reading the white papers. I'm reading the roadmaps. If it makes sense to you and you like it, go for it. But as always, be careful, because anything you do in this space is a huge risk, right? So just kind of summarize where I'm at. I wanted to keep this video really short and just give my overall perspective and give my overall prediction of where I think we're at. I'm not going to sit here and say that I think that the market could go up or down. So I'm accumulating right now. I think this market will run, and I invest in people, not just the projects. And I'm investing in the people behind the projects, right? So that's currently like where I'm thinking that the market is at. Now, there's a lot of other things that go into that. I've talked to that in my past videos. Is the Fed going to cut rates? Who's going to get elected? What's going to happen with the economic market? Are consumers going to continue to be scared to input money into the market? I've discussed all that in my other videos, and I'll continue to talk about that because that is a huge part of this. We're not just guaranteed a bull run just because the halving happened. Um, Statistically, should it happen? Yeah, absolutely. But like I've been telling you guys, this market has absolutely never seen a recession. They've never seen a 36-year all-time inflation. They've never seen a housing crisis where the average American does not make enough to pay the average home price in the United States, which is like $408,000 at the average 7% interest rate. The average American does not make even close enough to afford that. On top of the average car payment being in the mid $700, where all of that goes into play here, guys. But from what I've been saying, summarize it back up. I think we're somewhere in here. I think we will run. I think we will run into well into mid 2025. And I think the market will run until I would say about April of 2025 with a small cutback around the holidays, as is always, and maybe a little bit one more last drop or push before tax season 2025, and then I think it'll come back down, and we'll see what happens with the U.S. economy after that. I think there's a storm coming, my personal opinion, but I'm not going to get into that. So, anyways, if you guys got value out of this video, if you guys want to talk about it in the comments, I'd love that. I would love to hear from you guys what your thoughts is, what your predictions are. Don't be scared to make them. Don't be scared to talk about it. If you got value out of this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like, share, comment, do all that. Appreciate it so much. Till next time, peace.